Hey guys, good morning. So we're gonna do, I'm hoping this camera doesn't fall. I've just been playing around with setups and things. So, bear with me as we grow this channel, but it's gonna be great. It is already great. You guys are already great. You folks are already great. But I just wanted to make a clear message today that I personally, feel like I've been going through some things that a lot of trans and non-binary and agender or gender fluid or gender flux people go through, which is a term called misgendering. And for those folks who don't know what misgendering is basically when a human being decides to violate your safe space in your own body and define what your gender is for you, before even getting a chance to know you. Basically, it's a violation of human rights, if you completely want my opinion on it. But basically this happens to a lot of trans people, non-binary, gender non-conforming folks, because what's generally seen to be first of all, I don't even know what normal is, but some people seem to think they have an idea of what it is, and they project that onto you. So, for example, if you're transgender female, men might call you, sorry guys, there's a squirrel that's just chilling. Oh my god, it's the cutest thing. Hold on, I wonder if I can capture this like on camera. But hold on. There's a squirrel right there. Hold on. I wonder if I can get it like on camera. I don't know if you can see that, but it was just really cute. It was playing with the rope and shit. And now it's like eating something, but the way that it was playing with the it's coming over here. But somebody told me recently like I'd be connecting with animal spirit, but I don't have any like food or anything. But it's kind of funny because it's like I feel like animals, they'll like protect you the most because they understand what it's like most of all to just be like seen as something they're not, which is like unworthy, like less than human, right? And we're all animals at the end of the day. Oh my god, it's like the cutest thing. Let me just show you again real quick, just so you guys have an idea of what's going on. But look at the little baby, just like eating and chilling. But it was playing with the rope earlier, and it was jumping around, and it just felt my energy. I did get a little scared, not gonna lie, because I'm not the greatest around things right now, in general, like everything right now. Like I could pinpoint and say it's like animals or humans or vegetables or shit, like parks. I could say shit like that, but everything just bothers me at the moment. After being misgenders, it really kills your mojo about like life. Anyway, I guess what I want to make sure is clear is that so if you're like basically you get the idea. If you're a female and somebody calls you a man or calls you a he, if you're a man and somebody calls you a she, especially if you're like a trans woman or a trans man and somebody misgenders you and calls you the opposite of what you are, and then on top of that nobody really asks your pronouns, or if they ask it's just to like mutilate you verbally, like things like that. So I feel like finding out about the person and it's the best thing for everybody, honestly. But I'm having a lot of like just animals and bugs and stuff love me right now for some reason. We are kind of like just chilling out here, like vibing and shit. I don't know. But I get really I'm just jittery right now because it's not even my energy because that I'm jittery. Like this is not even my energy. That's what I have to explain. This is somebody else's energy right now, and I promised you all though I would stick to tarot, but I wanted to just put that disclaimer, or not disclaimer of a message out there for those of you who wanted to kind of be educated or understand your self-worth a little better in terms of misgendering, or if you want to just know that you're so much more than those people could ever make you out to be, because first of all, like, people of color especially, I feel like, who are trans or non-binary or gender non-conforming, we've not only had to go through racism, which in general took away a lot of our human facets of ourselves. Like, as human beings, I feel like we all had these genders in people of color's like tribes before, things like that. A lot of non-binary and gender non-conforming like normativity that existed already in tribes and people of colors, progressive natures. In fact, a lot of Eurocentricity took over at some point and imperialized a lot of natural elements of people of color's ways of thinking, because of slavery, because of imperialism, because of capitalization of marketplaces within places like India, South Asia, like African countries, tribes, like Yoruba culture. Like, Yoruba culture is one of like the most progressive cultures initially within their tribal community. Non-binary people already existed in their community. Women took on the man's roles, and men, and they weren't necessarily seen as women, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I say we, I mean like the system today. The system today capitalizes on Eurocentricity, imperializing within the slavery structure. And that's what I'm trying to say. We need to like break out of that system and understand that people of color, especially within the trans, non-binary, LGBTQ, queer community, are really important people who, that's why like a lot of these, see, when I calm down, the bees calm down and the squirrel chills. I missed the squirrel playing already. I feel bad because I wanted to show folks what was happening on camera, but then I feel like I should have just let it be. Let the squirrel just do its thing. But it was just so cute. I love sharing moments, as you can tell. So yeah, okay, I just wanted to like put that out there. In general, let's get into the tarot reading, because I feel like it's really important for people to understand, where people of color came from, where the LGBT community came from initially, and how imperialization caused a lot of problems within that community. And not only that, even today when we create a new system for people like me or other trans, folks, I say trans because, the trans community is really important to me, but there's so many other like gender non-conforming and gender fluidity, gender non-conforming folks out there in general. But yeah, I'm using trans as an example because it's really important to me. And yeah, so, but like these people, our people existed like way before things became normalized as heteronormative or cisgender in the Eurocentric sense. So I just wanted to make that clear. It's really hard to fight for something when you're innovative in so many new ways, but even when you come up with those new ways, people don't really accept it, and they think that it takes time to change. It doesn't really take time to change. You decide that for yourself. And you also, don't decide what someone else's gender is for them. You just don't. You don't decide anything for anybody else. You decide shit for yourself, right? Unless somebody asks you to, which I don't know why they would. But, you know, unless somebody asks you to, which is totally normal, I guess, if they're, like, questioning themselves. Hopefully you don't give bad advice or maybe, like, take advantage of that situation. But unless somebody asks you to decide for them what their gender is, just don't do it in general. And understand that, you know, and if you are a trans or non-binary, gender non-conforming person watching this video, I want you to know you're so special. You're so special. You have this third eye chakra that's like really opening the doors for like not only yourself, but like so many people in your community and humanity in general, that it's just really fun to see you grow and learn and understand that you deserve the world and so much more than that. And the people who try to put you down or question you, or if you give them a little grace, they like take advantage of that and tell you like, oh, that makes you look more like that doesn't make you look like a man, that makes you look more like a woman actually, or that doesn't make you look like a woman, that makes you what woman acts, you know, what woman has like broad shoulders, what woman has like muscles like that, what woman, you know, or if you're a man, what you know, what man has like a cute, like you have a cute face, you know, and you might not even have like a cute, like in the way that they're saying face, you might be really cute, but not in the way that they're trying to, like, it's like a manipulation gaslighting thing that doesn't really make any sense at all, because people are just trying to take advantage of you because they're uncomfortable with their own gender identity, or they're just emotionally traumatized by something that happened to them. So, all right, that's the last thing I'm going to say, even though I could just go on and on about gender non-conforming practices and understanding people who are gender non-conforming in general. We're going to get into the reading. I'm really curious what's going to get pulled out of the Children of Cosmos Oracle card. Spirit is like, nah, right now. Maybe we'll start with no, Spirit is definitely saying the Children of Cosmos Oracle cards. I don't have the Infinite Possibilities deck with me out here right now, but okay, let's draw. Okay, here we go. You're being initiated. You know what's so funny? And then we have, at the split, we have wisdom from the star. So that's what I'm trying to say. You're here to like teach people things, and you're being initiated. Like, what the fuck? But you know what's so funny is, like, yesterday I was actually reading a reading that but I was watching a reading that was basically saying like my twin is going to be like initiating me. Which sounds like really creepy, but what I think it was really trying to get at was that like they're accepting me for who I am, right? Okay, we'll just use all of these. Find the humor in life, cycles and rebirth. As I was laughing, you know, cycles of death and rebirth. Like, my tarot decks know me better than, you know, me sometimes. Yeah, because sometimes like it's just really important. Spirit says this is all from the Children of Cosmos today. There's one that kind of wants to come out but doesn't really. Yeah, so this is all from it today. You're being initiated. We are all being initiated into higher states of consciousness. I should probably put this with the camera. Here we go. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck, honestly. I can't remember the author of this deck, but the next time I use it, I'll be certain to mention the author's name. Find the humor in life, lighten up. Life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. What's so funny is that I was gonna make a post that was just kind of like ranting, but I decided to put it into tarot today, and I'm really proud of myself, even for coming this far, because please be easy on yourselves in terms of what you do in general, every second of every day, because things do change, and I think that brings us to the cycles of death and rebirth. Sometimes we tend to get mad at ourselves, which in turn gets us mad at other people as well, which then makes us become involved in this vicious cycle where we're like not listening to ourselves and we're not listening to anybody else. So cycles of death and rebirth, death of the old, rebirth of the new. Yeah, so you're coming into your light and you're using, you have, like, you might have lived past lives. This one doesn't want to come out. I don't know. Not really? No. Spirit says no. Yeah, but you have wisdom from the stars. Within you is all of the wisdom from your many lifetimes around the cosmos, right? I love how dope and gender non-conforming this card kind of is, honestly, in terms of, like, maybe not intentionally, I don't know, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, okay, so, oh, and already we have the Eight of Cups. I don't have the guidebook with me today, so we're just gonna woo it, right? The Eight of Cups, which is a lot of ecstasy. I see you in a really happy, promising headspace today, where you're pushing through all the negative energy around you, and you're understanding you can bring it back to any level you want to. Your twin is making the same decision, and I think together y'all are really, you know, wow, okay, we have multi-dimensional, you're a multi-dimensional being of light, and then jump, you will fly, right? So you're taking a leap of faith on different things. You were never a victim to life, which I hope my spiel before on gender, like, helped somebody out there, if not many people. Celebrate being human. Existence is a miracle. Just so many messages for y'all today. Celebrate being human. I love the green in this card. It's very also I don't know, yeah, it's just I might take a trip into nature today. Y'all should do it as well. The journey is your own. We are all on our own path to seek guidance from within. Wow, okay, yeah. And then starseed. We are all children of the cosmos, starseeds. So, you know, you might be feeling like you're not within from this planet, which might be honestly true. We're all children of space and time, right? So you might be from a different planet. You might be from, and I have to do more research into astrology specifically, but I do want to learn more about planets and things like that eventually. But yeah, I love expanding my own mind as well as your mind as well. But I think I'm going to end it there with the Children of Cosmos. Maybe, wait, there's one more that one's at a crossroads. Nah, see? Literally, as I say it, the cards, like, they know where I am, and they know where you are as well. At a crossroads, decision, let your heart guide you. Like, whatever I'm saying is coming from collective energy. So if you're watching this, we are one, you know, soul. Oh, solar system. Get it? Solar system. I love that. Maybe I'll, like, brand that somehow or something. I don't know. But, okay. Yeah, I think that's it for the Children of Cosmos. But I do want to continue with the Mahogany Tarot deck. This is already getting pretty long, but Spirit is saying you're doing great. I'm probably going to use half deck just to shuffle. And I got some wax on these cards yesterday, so... Whoa. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Whoa, and this one too. We have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So you might be in this energy right now where you are counting your pentacles wisely, you're budgeting. Queen of Swords energy. You might be an air sign or have air like Aquarius or Libra or Gemini in your charts. By charts, I mean Vedic first chart or your D9 chart. So the first chart in your Vedic astrology system or your birth or natal chart, otherwise known as, is the first one that pops up when you put in your birthday. And then specifically your D9 chart is actually the soul or system of your soul or system of your of your first chart. So that's kind of what I wanted to let you know. When I say you're a D9, it's kind of like more important, honestly, sometimes to know your soul birth chart, your D9 chart, because it's the essence of who you really are inside. For example, you know, your sun sign and your soul D9 chart might be different from your Vedic first birth chart. So yeah, your first chart as opposed to your soul chart, you know, there are differences. I find my soul chart or my D9 chart actually relates to me a lot more. I found out a lot more about myself within my soul chart. I find a lot of the external practices that understand who I am in nature still pertain to my first chart, but my soul chart is who I really am. I have a lot of water in my D9 chart. I actually do have a water sun sign in my first chart, but you know, one of the things I realized is I have a lot of water in my soul D9 chart, which makes so much sense. It's also in my description of my channel that I relay that information to you, and I found that it makes so much more sense to me, my soul D9 chart. So yeah, Queen of Pentacles is a great energy to be in, as you can tell from the nature. You know, I feel like we moved from Queen of Pentacles into Queen of Swords energy a little bit. Queen of Swords is very decisive, makes quite strategic decisions, you know, is more of a masculine or feminine energy depending on what you intertwine yourself with more in this chart of air, but just know you're loved either way. So you might be fighting with the fire sign. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth, but I definitely feel some air, fire, kind of camaraderie, but also competition. I don't know why. But Queen of Pentacles seems to just be understanding that these things take time. Whoa, almost fell over there. There's a lot that wants to be said, but is not coming out. Look at that. Okay, yeah. We're gonna shuffle the whole deck together. Whoa, my god, I'm almost falling over. Sorry. Okay, whoa, did something just flew out? Oh my god, this is from the Rider-Waite, but it just, it flew out. So we have the Four of Pentacles here, and yeah, they're very, holding on to their pentacles pretty tightly. I feel like this could also mean like you know your worth. You don't want to share your energy with anybody or anything like that because you don't want to, which is totally practical as well. Okay, we have the Four of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so I feel like the Knight of Wands looks kind of nervous here because they have to like deliver a message, and they're coming in like a fiery wand wielding knight that they are, but at the same time they're kind of like not really sure what to say or who they're talking to. I love the pyramids at the bottom of the card because I feel like that portrays ground up channeling, where it takes a lot of effort. See, it's like they're heading towards, like, look how it looks like the pyramids are really far away but also very close by. So it's almost like this illusion that this Knight of Wands is understanding the pastures that they've rode or ridden in the past are different from the ones they're heading towards. Let's clarify that. We're gonna clarify who this is and what that means, and then we're gonna clarify this Four of Cups. But who's this Knight of Wands spirit? Who is this Knight of Wands here? Okay. Who is this Knight of Wands? Okay, we got somebody. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords. Oh, okay, so this is somebody who is carrying a lot of emotional strappings to them. There's some tense in the background, but they look lackadaisical about it. Like, they look fine. They look like they're okay with these emotional burdens. But they're walking away, kind of traipsing away. They might be, like, carrying these swords kind of like taking away the fight from somebody else, which is really funny. It's almost like you're walking away. I feel so creative right now. Like everything's making me feel amazing. But yeah, like it's interesting because I've never interpreted the card that way, but sunshine babies, it can do a lot of good things. Yeah, okay, so let's look at this. I feel so good about this card ever, but there is a scale here. So you might be dealing with you might be a Libra, and you might just not be. This is 6 of Pentacles or 5 of. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so you might just not be giving a lot to people who used you in the past or something like that. So you're kind of taking your energy and your power back. So this Knight of Wands might actually be you, you know, delivering a message to somebody. And this 4 of Cups, I can see it now. This 4 of Cups is also yourself, where the divine is offering you a cup here, and you're still contemplating other cups in front of you, or you're not really contemplating anything at all. You're kind of in nature at this time, understanding yourself a little better. Or this might be like an air sign trying to give you a cup, but you're not really taking it for some reason. It might be a water sign, a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, Descending, Moon, Rising, Sun, Venus. There's just a lot of like fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Not so much on the Aries, but more so Leo, Sag, and what else? I think that's all I'm feeling. Mars, Scorpio, Pisces, Mars, Pisces, Venus, Pluto, Pisces. Interesting. Pluto, Pisces. Pluto, Pisces. Do you think you're the one giving the cup? Yeah, so there might be like a Pluto, Pisces, Plutonians. That's another researching thing I want to like make sure I do. But Plutonian energy is really crazy. It could be in a great way. I have to research more about the Pisces sort of aspect of it, but in general, I feel like Plutonians are people who are wild, but understand the earth a lot better than a lot of people. By the way, funnily enough about Pluto, apparently we're experiencing a Pluto return, which hasn't happened in like many years or something like that. And to experience, you can't experience a full Pluto return within, that's what they say at least, which I'm not sure, but they say that you can experience a full Pluto return in this lifetime or one lifetime, but I'm not sure, things change. So, you know, you never know, but I know that there's been a Pluto return since like 2008 or something of that nature. So, understanding that we are within, I think that maybe there is some, like, there's a lot of aspects being hit within 2022, within this Pluto return itself. So even though it's been experiencing itself since 2008, specifically within the year 2022, we're hitting some really big landmarks within the Pluto return, like pretty much all the landmarks that it's supposed to be hitting within the astrological chart aspects of this Pluto return. Main chart aspects are being ignited or signified within this Pluto return that's happening in 2022. So what does that have to do with the Four of Cups? Maybe you're waiting on significant changes to happen before you move forward. Within your twin flame connection, which might lead to celebratory meanings, which come a lot faster when you understand aspects of your chart or Pluto return aspects better. That's all I have for you, folks, today. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Please be safe, stay loving, and understand you're loved. Bye.